We have a Wright Standard X here, just the 100-hour service we're going to go over. Kawasaki FX730V. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to warm, check your oil level first before you do anything. And on these oil level sticks, you don't check it with it all the way in and twist it on there. You just push it in there without twisting anything to check the level. Then what you're going to do is warm the engine up for about, run it at 3/4 or full throttle for about, 10 minutes, get it nice and hot. You go down here, see if we can get a good picture. There is, underneath the oil filter, there's usually something that looks like that you use a 10mm to unscrew and drain the oil. You just throw an oil pan coming from the side here and throw a little oil pan in there. I have a special oil pan that I've cut that will fit in there. And so you crack that loose. Sometimes it's an Allen screw that's in there. It's a big plastic Allen screw, or like a 3/4 Allen screw wrench that you have to put in there. I'm not using the right words there, but you'll figure it out. That's where it is. That's the oil drain plug down there. Sometimes they even have a hose for you. It's even easier. Or of course you could suck it out. Once you open up that oil drain plug, you'll want to go ahead and take off your oil filter as well, which is right there, while all the oil is draining. And if you want, you could jack up the other side of the mower by the deck in order to kind of tilt it this way to get all your oil out of the machine. While your oil's draining, go ahead, pop your air filter cover off, clean your air filters or replace them. This cover up here, this screen, if it's clogged with dirt, you will need to remove it and clean off that screen. I'm not talking about this top one, but the one underneath, because that helps keep your engine nice and cool. You can remove these as well. There's one on each side. And just check the cooling fins, make sure there's not a bunch of grass in there, because that helps keep your cylinders cool as well. On the reverse side, you have your fuel filter. You change it every oil change, or every other, or at least once a year. The big trick on that is just make sure the arrow on here is going in the same direction that, it's coming from the tank. There's your arrow. It's coming from the tank going to the carburetor. Once that's done, tighten up your drain plug. Once it's done draining, tighten up your drain plug. When you go to put your oil filter on, put a little film of oil around the gasket, put on that nice and hand tight, and then 2 quarts of oil. We use 20W50 down here, Kawasaki, because it's so hot in Florida. And that 20W50 Kawasaki brand has zinc in there, which evidently is better for air-cooled engines. Then you'll want to go ahead and start your machine, let it run for about 30 seconds, check for leaks, and then check your oil level, make sure it's in the acceptable position.